Hello, like a child, I have been fighting a nap all day and something mad is going on with my hair, so let's make a video. Hello, my name is Sophie and welcome to this week's video. This week I thought I would reintroduce myself because I was sitting down to plan this video and I realised I've been making videos for 7 years in December, so like 6.5, maybe more than that years, which is a long time. I was 17 in year 12, it's 6th form, in a questionable part of my life when I started this channel, and now I'm 23, I'll be 24 this year, and a lot of things have changed. I did a blog post kind of along these lines the other day, but I thought I've been on YouTube even longer than I've been blogging. I made some notes. Is that a good idea? Maybe. And the notes I've made to summarise myself in like 2 lines are: I was in school, I had exams, I couldn't drive, I was unemployed, I was single, and I didn't have many friends. When I started YouTube, I was working towards my AS level exams. So I finished all my GCSEs that summer and I was starting my A levels. And now I'm working on my 3rd degree, which makes me sound more intelligent than I am. I have an undergraduate degree in multimedia journalism. I have a postgraduate certificate in professional development planning. I think that's what it was called. It was meant to like make you more employable and help you figure out how to get a job, and that clearly worked for me. And now I'm doing a Master of Science in digital media production, which was a waste of time educationally and financially, but I made some amazing friends, like these 4 girls. I have no words. I'm working on a 3rd degree, so if you ignore all the bits that make it sound less important, that makes me sound very clever. Last year I shaved my head, which is why my hair looks like this. I called it factory resetting my hair because actually in the time I've been on YouTube, I dyed my hair for the first time. I started with highlights and going blonde, and then it was blue and purple and pink and red. I've not intentionally gone green. I've had bleached white hair, which was not a good idea. I've accidentally had black hair. There's not many colours my hair hasn't been. So when I shaved it, I called it factory resetting. But we're nearly at a length where I can, you know, start doing stuff with my hair again. But I shaved it for charity last year. I saw an advert on Instagram for Brave the Shave for Macmillan Cancer Support, and within a week I did it because I knew if I didn't I would change my mind and back out. And I think I made about £250. It was either 250 or 400. I genuinely can't remember the figure, and I probably should. I'm not single anymore. I've been in a relationship for 4.5 years. I went to uni, kind of met the guy who lived diagonally across the hall from me, and 2 months later we were dating, and he's my best friend and I love him and we are great. There's no other words for it. He's fab, I'm fab, we're fab together. I'm gonna get mushy if I talk about him for too long, but we've been together for 4.5 years now. We got together on Bonfire Night in 2015 and we are planning to get married on our 7th anniversary in 2022. I sent an email about looking around a venue this morning. It's on, I don't think, is it a lake? It's on a body of water. I don't know if it could be classified as a lake or a really big pond, but I'm very excited about it. It's really beautiful. There's accommodation so we can all stay over. There's going to be fireworks over the lake. It's very exciting, and we haven't saved any money for it yet, but I need the job to save the money, you know. My friendships are really different. Like I already mentioned, the girls from the Masters are like such good friends. I feel like we're in like an American sitcom. They're like such good friends. It doesn't feel real, but it is real, and I love them. I've rekindled some of my old school friendships and I really value those. I've got a few really good friends from my undergraduate degree that I keep in contact with. I feel like I have a much more secure and varied friendship group. I realised for the first time a few months ago actually that I spent a lot of my teenage years joking that I didn't have any friends, and even through university, and now I don't think that anymore. I don't believe that anymore, and that's really nice. Is that character progression? Who knows? I found lots of new hobbies while we've been in lockdown. Previously I would describe my hobbies as blogging and making YouTube videos and playing video games, but since having more time at home and needing to distract myself more, I've started cross-stitching, which is my favourite. I think because it's sewing, but you know exactly where everything has to go because the holes are already there and it all looks very neat, and I get to do the creative bit of designing patterns. I've been knitting, but I'm not as good at that, so I don't like it as much because that's how my brain works. But I'm trying to move past being good at something and just do something to learn something new, so I'm doing that at the moment. I've just started teaching myself how to hand sew face masks, not medical grade face masks, but I'm using an old duvet cover to make face coverings. Oh, I've been doing more drawing and painting, and that I'm definitely not being self-critical of. Like, I don't care if it's any good, I'm just enjoying the process, which is something that I'm not very good at because I like being good at things. So if I'm not good at something, I don't want to do it. So taking that time to be creative and just be creative for the sake of enjoying the process is very nice. And it turns out that when you don't care as much if what you're making is good, it's generally better, which is nice. I'm also still big on my creative writing. When I started this YouTube channel, I had already written the first draft of a book that I still hope to publish one day. It's called Type 3 Hyperintelligent. It's about a zombie apocalypse, but it's kind of what happens after the apocalypse, and like how people survive but also defeat the zombies. And 8 years later from writing that first draft, I'm just starting work on draft 4, and hoping to finish this one. So I would like to have a finished draft of my book by the end of the year, and then I'm going to look into finding an agent and getting it published, but I don't know much about that. So at the moment I'm focusing on the book, and then I can focus on the publishing. My long-term career goals have been very varied over the years. When I started YouTube, I wanted to be a social media manager on a band tour, just traveling the world and being surrounded by live music all the time. And whilst I think that would be really, really cool, I don't think the job as I want to do it really exists, and I don't have the contacts or the drive to make it exist. Plus, I don't think the lifestyle really suits me, however much I think I want it. I spent a long time thinking I wanted to work in digital marketing. However, I'm not as creative digitally as I thought I was, and creative and digital marketing appears to be very statistics orientated, and I just want to do the creative stuff. So I don't think that's the career for me. One thing I have worked at in the last few years that I was really good at is being a receptionist and working in admin. So I think what I'm going to do is start there, hopefully kind of find a company that I really like, whether it's creative or not, potentially in publishing, but I don't know if I want to work that closely with publishing, or if they would just think that I'm doing it to get a book deal. So there's lots of industries to explore. I also volunteered as a receptionist at my old dance school in my year off after I graduated. It wasn't really a year off because I worked, but it wasn't intentional. So I think I'd be quite happy working for a dance school because I love dance, I love the creative environment. That's kind of where I'm at with my career. Career is the thing I'm thinking about the most at the moment because I'm coming up to the end of my masters and the money's running out essentially, and I'm getting to a point where I need a job because I'm 23, I'm nearly 24, and I need to kind of get into the real world. I've rambled and I'm in a weird mood, so I'm trying to be funny and I don't know if it's landing, and I'm talking very quickly and my battery light is flashing. So I hope if you're new to my channel, you feel like you've got to know me a little bit better. If you've been subscribed for a while, I hope you feel like you've got to know the current me a bit better. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you and the ones you love are happy and healthy and staying safe, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye.